weekend. They were tremendous. Loved you guys' energy. It's good to feed off of it. Like to thank the cheerleaders as well. Obviously, that was a tough loss. I feel like we let one get away. All credit, though, to Coach London, his coaching staff, and William and Mary's football team for playing hard, playing discipline, and finishing when it mattered the most. As for us, I take full responsibility for the way that we finished the game. I feel like our players fought, they competed, and they put us in position to win. But ultimately, we didn't close out, and that falls on me. It's my job to prepare this team to finish and to execute under pressure and to respond the right way in critical moments. And we didn't do that, but we'll learn from it, we'll grow from it, and eventually we're going to be better because of it. But, that game is behind us now, and we got to shift our attention to a very good South Carolina State football team. I think Coach Berry and his staff have created an excellent culture down there. Winning program, play the game the right way. They do things the right way. Coach Jonathan Williams, offensive coordinator. I've known Jonathan since he was a player at Grambling. Sharp, innovative young guy, and they have some guys on offense that can make some plays. Their running back, number 10, Tyler Smith, kid from Gaffney. He's a fast, explosive player that can make plays. Their quarterback, number 2, Ryan Stubblefield, is a guy that can run their offense efficiently, and he can also beat you with his legs. And they got a receiver, number 0, from Grambling, out by New Orleans, Jalen Johnson, I think that's his name. But he's a good player on offense, and he can make plays in the kicking game as well. Coach Odefer, their defensive coordinator, is, in my opinion, one of the best defensive minds out there. They've been good all the way back to when he was at Benedict, always been salty. They got a stout defensive line led by number 0. He's a grown man, best player in the MEAC, probably one of the best players in FCS football, without a doubt. And their linebackers and their defensive backs are long, athletic guys that can make plays, and they do a good job of playing together. So this week, like every other week this year, it's going to be a challenge for us. But I think our guys have been getting better, been practicing better. And after another great week of practice, which we expect to have, we'll be ready to go out and compete on Saturday. So God bless everyone, and happy homecoming.
Coach, one thing that I noticed from last game, the penalties, 8 penalties for 55 yards. I know a few were back-to-back. I don't know if it was nerves or anything like that, but how do you adjust for that in practice this week, knowing that it's going to be like high-energy game coming up this Saturday?
Well, it starts with me. I got to do a better job making sure we're playing with discipline. Some of the penalties, we got a personal foul for pulling a guy off the pile. He had his knee in one of our players' backs, and we thought that was okay to do it. We were protecting our teammates, but we got to understand the rules. So that's on me. Got to understand the rules of the games, jumping off sides and stuff. We just got to make sure that we're focusing on that. We can't get caught up in any of the festivities going on this week. Homecoming is not for us. Homecoming is for the fans, it's for the alums, and it's for the community. Our job is to win the football game. So that's what we got to focus on, being the best that we can be and trying to win a football game.
How do you kind of replicate the energy that you are expected to see on Saturday and practice all week?
By demanding it. I mean, we got to go out. We got to bring the energy as coaches. We got to have the atmosphere right in our meetings and have their mind right, so when we hit the practice field that we're practicing with the proper intensity and energy that it's going to take to win not just this game but any game. And we did a way better job last week. We had our best week of practice since I've been here last week, so hopefully we can continue to build on that.
Hey, Coach. Antonio Mattox with the ANC Register. And last week you were talking about not just believing, but knowing that you guys could win. And you guys came out, playing pretty well and led for majority of the game. So was there a difference in what you saw in the eyes of your players? I know you were talking about, did majority of the team believe? So do you think that the team is kind of shifting in that direction where everyone is coming into the game knowing that you guys can win?
Yeah, I do. I challenged the guys last week, and Obviously, some people had a problem with what I said, but they didn't, because anything I'm gonna say in here, I'm gonna say to them first. So they understood where I was coming from, and they responded. And our guys want to win; they want to compete, and they've been working their butt off. So I'm happy with them. I got to do a better job. I'm happy with them, though.
Coach, on that last drive, I noticed that you went under center with KJ White. He was mostly in shotgun. Y'all went in center right in the red zone. What was, I guess, the strategy behind that? And does that give him an advantage to be able to maybe roll out? What's your thought process of going under center?
Don't know.
I'm sorry, what was his, I guess, I know he got kind of nicked up in the last series. What was his health status at the end of the game?
He's good.
All right, Stephen gave their HBC game day. You kind of answered my question already, but I'll ask another one anyway. Yeah, again, just you've been very transparent here about you guys just again starting from the bottom and building the culture, and it sounds like your players are responding to that. You feel confident in that, and did that last week kind of played out on the field in a way like that?
Yes.
Okay, so. You mentioned Coach Berry. You guys have gone head-to-head as head coaches before. Obviously, different programs, but how much do you take from that? And in general, what do you know about a Coach Berry team that you expect to see on Saturday?
He's a good coach.
Coach, I know you mentioned last week was the best week of practice you've had. What did you kind of notice that were the differences in that period, and how are you going to carry that over to this week?
Well, they were excited about practice. Like, they came out with the proper energy. Pre-practice, then during practice, we had a good leadership meeting. We have a leadership meeting on Mondays. And, we stressed to the guys the importance of trying to come out and getting the guys going, especially the older guys on the team. So I think it was the older guys on the team understand the importance of the energy that we got to practice with. So they did that, and I think that paid off.
Hey, Coach Luke Williams from the Black College Sports page, right here, right. Hey, Coach, congratulations for the way your team is playing. I know you want wins, but I want to ask you about my homeboy from Danville, Wesley Graves, and his development and how he's playing for you this year.
Well, I swell with pride anytime I get the chance to talk about old Wesley. He's a warrior. He comes out and practices the way you're supposed to practice every single day. He goes out and he competes every single day. So that's why I want to win so bad, because I want to win for people like Wesley that had an opportunity. He could have left. He could have transferred. And Corian Sharp and Aaron Harris and all those guys, they could have left. They could have went somewhere else, but they decided to stay, and they put in so much time for this university. I just want us to give them something to be proud of when they leave here. But he's the type of player that I want everybody to pattern themselves after. He's already got his degree. He comes out and he works hard. It's never about him. He doesn't care about any accolades. He don't care how many yards he rushes for. He just wants to win the game. So Wesley Graves is what being an Aggie is all about.
I got a follow-up, Coach. You come close. Is there an element that you think has separated you from getting over that hump and getting wins other than the win that you had?
Well, coaching. It's coaching. I haven't taught these guys how to win those games. We've had so much stuff to work on. We've got to put them in position, and we got to teach them the right mentality to have. I think, one thing that was noticeable to me was we were way too relaxed in the locker room at halftime. It's a 10-point lead. There's no time to relax. We got to learn to put people away. So that's why I say I have to do a better job, and our leaders got to do a better job of keeping guys focused and on task.
Okay, so I'm reading right here from the notes. The explosive plays hurt you guys. 7 plays of 20 or more. What can you guys do to eliminate those? And maybe that's the difference for you guys.
We got to get lined up and tackle better.
Just to follow up about your comment from practice earlier, what were those loudest voices you would say of people who were bringing that energy and kind of taking the message from the leadership meeting you had?
Well, I mean, from the leadership meeting, it would probably be Corian Sharp, but the loudest voices would be some names that the fans probably aren't as familiar with at practice. A guy like Jay Avery, who's a guy that's on the service team. He hadn't played a lot of football here yet, but his energy is infectious at practice. So you hear him, he's out there trying to constantly get guys going and get guys excited. And we got a number of guys like that. It's not just all about the brand names, the big names, the best players, the captains. It's about everybody buying in, and that's what we're starting to get. So that's why I think we have seen some improvement. We just got to make sure that we're doing what we can do, the best job we can do to put them in position to be successful. Because I think these guys will, if we put them in position to be successful, they'll be able to win a game. And they're overdue, they're hungry, they've been working for it, and they deserve it.
South Carolina State this week, Coach Chinsbury's head coach, and you guys probably had a lot of battles, respective careers. What's the outlook for that matchup?
Well, this game's not about me versus Chinsbury. It's about North Carolina A&T versus South Carolina State. Good coach. They got a good program. We just got to get our guys to prepare like we're capable of preparing and go out and not beat ourselves on Saturday. And if we do that, we'll have a chance. And that's all you can ask for in life is a chance.
You have questions for Coach? Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Happy homecoming again. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, first we're going to bring up our freshman cornerback. He is Tyler Howard. He's the first A&T player to force a fumble and have an interception in one game in 7 years. Jeremy Taylor was the last guy to do that. So let's bring up Mr. Tyler Howard. Tyler.
Good afternoon. Tyler Howard from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm a cornerback, also a DB from animal science major. Oh. Is this better? Yeah. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Tyler Howard from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm a freshman DB, also an animal science major, but I am not open to any questions. I am not open to any questions.
Stepping in as a freshman and kind of chasing all of these challenges or facing all of these challenges, kind of what is your mindset in stepping on the field? Have you been able to prepare, and how's that kind of showing on the field?
Just like what my coaches tell me at night before the games, just watch my high school tape, just be myself on the field, just translate the confidence that I had in high school to college on the field.
So how would you say your confidence is? Like, what level would you say it's at, and how do you see it growing throughout the season?
It's at a good level right now. With my teammates having my back, I feel like I can just keep elevating throughout the season.
Last week, your head coach, he kind of challenged you guys about belief and having faith. Did that message resonate, and did you see it being applied last week in practice in the last game Saturday?
Could you repeat that one more time?
So, the coach challenged you to have belief in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Did that message resonate with you guys? Did you thought last week, and did you see it being applied in the game?
I mean, we believe every week that we can win. So, I mean, us hearing that and everybody trying to put pressure on us, I mean, it's everybody putting pressure on the A&T, the Aggies. So, I mean, just doing what we can during practice to win more games.
And speaking of pressure, I know this week is G-Ho homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
As a player, how do you, I guess, block out the noise and just focus on being on Saturday?
Just keep the main thing. Just keep it the main thing.
The main thing. All right, my brother. You from Tallahassee?
Yes,
How'd
sir.
you get out of FAMU? Did they not recruit you, or did you just want to get away from home?
Just wanted to get away from home. I mean, that's really it. Nothing else.
And why choose A&T of all places? Reputation of the Aggies, what was it?
I mean, I wanted to
Speak up,
see
man.
what the HBCU,
Speak louder.
the number one HBCU was like.
Louder than that. Come on.
Could you repeat it one more time?
Yeah. Why did you choose A&T? What was it? Their reputation? Was it something about A&T that impressed you from a distance? What was the deal?
It was just the great representation. I mean, when I came up here for my visit, I just loved what everybody was bringing to the table. I mean, it made me feel like home.
I'm curious what practice last week was like from your perspective and what kind of changes you noticed within the team and how you kind of want to carry that over to this week.
Just doing the same thing, but just making sure we do better instead of doing the same thing. Just trying to do better on what we did instead of doing what we did last week.
Hey, are there some people, like when you were first coming in as a freshman, were there some people on the team that you kind of like looked up to that were kind of like setting the example for you to reach out to? Like, are there some specific people that really helped you kind of mold you into the player that you were?
When I first came in, he's a sophomore, number 21, Trey Mittman. He made me feel welcome, open my arms immediately. Another corner, Aaron Harris, just like number 4. Number 6, Tywin Williams. They just made me feel welcome at being in their group.
And was it like just the way they played, or like when you first came in, did they just like accept you, or like ask you to hang out or something?
Yeah, I mean, being on the field with them, just asked me to hang out coming, just because they knew I was coming a long way from home. So they just wanted me to feel welcome, not feel alone.
Real quick, your major's animal science.
Mhm.
What are you planning to do with that major?
Zoology or wildlife biology.
Awesome. And do you listen to NBA Youngboy?
Time to time.
Were you surprised your coach knew who he was?
Not really.
So being the first player to force a fumble and also catch an interception, is that something that is the game really slowing down for you, or is it something you're kind of, just kind of waiting on that type of moment? How did that really feel?
I mean, in the moment, it felt great because letting the people know what I can do from what I did in high school. So me having the chance to do it in college feels great.
Is the game slowing down for you now?
Kind of, but I still have to get in the groove of it.
Hey, what did you do in high school?
One more time.
You said you want to let them know what you did in high school. What did you do in high school?
I was a ball player in high school. I mean, I caught a lot of interceptions, made a whole bunch of big plays.
What high school was that?
Lincoln High School.
So you were a star at Lincoln High School?
Yes, sir. I was.
Anything else for Tyler? Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. You did a great job, Tyler. Some of these folks, man. Coming up next is our graduate running back, Wesley Graves. Had 2 more touchdowns on Saturday, 5th in the conference in rushing touchdowns. Mr. Wesley Graves.
Good afternoon. Wesley Graves from Danville, Virginia. Graduate. My major is, I'm in grad school for adult education. So.
I know Coach talked about kind of blocking out the noise of GEHO and that it's not for this team, but I was wondering if you could just speak symbolically, like what it represents to this program and to this team.
It's GEHO. So, it's the greatest homecoming, and, we're coming out there to try to win for the university.
Do Do you feel like it's an extra motivator, or is it kind of a hard balance?
No, the biggest game is the next game. So that's kind of how we looking at it. We're preparing in that way.
And then same question as earlier, but obviously Coach talked about how practice was a lot better last week. What kind of changes did you notice, and what are you kind of hoping to implement this week?
Changes I've seen, energy, effort. You know, a lot of people, we running towards the football more, you know, trying to practice how the games would be. And that's all I've seen. So.
Coach also talked about how you're a very talented player. You could have gotten in transfer portal, but not only that, you stayed and you also kind of come into practice every day, giving your all. What made you stay, and kind of what makes you bring this type of energy every day to this program?
What made me stay was when I heard Coach Gibbs was getting the head coaching job. I didn't have any offers coming out of high school, so Coach Gibbs was one of the only people that gave me an opportunity to play college football. So I'm grateful for that, and being able to play for him again has just been, you know, great. So, and what was the other question?
What makes you kind of bring in that energy every day to practice that he was talking about?
I just try to work hard. You know, I feel like when you work hard, good things happen. And so, you know, I feel like people see me in practice, and I want to show the younger guys and my teammates, you know, just work hard and everything will fall into place. So that's how I look at it.
What are some things that you've learned from Coach Gibbs so far?
Learning more about the game of football, but not only that, he teach, you know, us about the university. You know, I remember like coming in as a freshman, you know, he would ask facts about, you know, the school or who had this record in the school. So it's not just about football. You know, he teaching things about life, about the school, and about football. So.
Hey, Wesley, those who don't know, Wesley's mother was the best basketball player in the history of Danville High School, and she went to Temple University as a Division I player and played at Temple. Wesley, I want to talk about the influence of your mother on you.
My mom, that's my heart. You know what I'm saying? Without her, none of this would have happened. You know, I could write a book about it, but you know, she motivated me every day. You know, those texts, you know, she sent me those texts after the game, before the game, and always just let me know that she loved me. You know what I'm saying? So, Mama, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Wes, you seem like a volume type of running back. You thrive on getting carries and more carries you get, seem like you get stronger. Is there a certain point in the game where you feel like you just have that physical advantage of the defense where, you know, they're tired and you're still strong?
No, I just go out there and I just try to play every play like it's my last. So, you know, I feel like that comes from the preparation too. You know, being able to work hard over the summer and then the season. Those are what we train for, those moments like that, you know, where it come down to crunch time. So that's kind of.
And South Carolina State this week, you played against them last year. Just watching the film, do you see any similarities with their defense from this season, from last season?
Yeah, they're a good football team. They play hard. So.
Yeah, so, you know, AC's got a lot of really great running backs. Tariq Cohen is around here a lot. Just have you learned anything from him or any of the other guys? And how influential are they to what you guys are doing now?
Yeah, I talked to Reek. I stay in touch with Jameer Martin, Bayshore Tootin, and just kind of asked them, you know, like tips and pointers about when they played or what they seen, if they seen this instance, you know, and they always give me, you know, knowledge about what to do in those situations. So.
And Coach Gibbs has been very transparent about, you know, the transition of where you guys have been to where you want to go. How have you seen the guys who maybe weren't as accustomed to him before he come? How have you seen them adapt to what he's putting out and, you know, trying to get you guys to get everything that you can get?
Coach Gibbs every day, you know, he basically helps us become better men. You know what I'm saying? So he pushes us every day. You know, whether that's about class, whether that's about football. So, you know, and everybody had to adjust accordingly. So I feel like everybody's coming along.
Can you talk a little bit about the emergence of KJ White as the quarterback for this team? There was a lot of different faces at the quarterback position this year, but it seems like it's kind of got solidified now. and he's been having some really good games last couple games. Just talk about as a running back, what's it like to have a quarterback like you?
KJ is a great player, and when he had his injury, I hated it for him. Me and him ended up having the same type of surgery. So just to see him and have him back in the backfield with me, he always telling me, need to do this, or, I might tell him, hey, the play clock getting low, whatever. But just to have my dog back, it's a good feeling. So.
Thank you, Wesley. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
All right, it is transition time. We got some refreshments in the back for you, so please jump in line. And then the next 5 or 10 minutes, we'll start our coaches show with